Hey, what's up, everyone? My name's Lionel, and I'm your host for LT Productions, and you are watching I Watch You Watch. We are covering Summer House, Martha's Vineyard. This is Season 2, Episode 2. I appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and also leave your comments below. We're going to get into this. I have some thoughts and some new thoughts on some of the developments that are happening within the house. Vacation house. Okay, so we begin where we basically left off at. They're on the boat, and they were giving this tribute to Preston's dad. At this point, everybody's partying, so they're twerking down, good, all that. We got a little confessional from Jordan saying, her and Jasmine are gonna see where this goes. Cool. I did see a recent photograph with Jasmine. With all the girls at some type of basketball game, so it looks like they're at least trying to include Jasmine on some things. What I will do is I want to pass along, if you know the Brooke Ashley, she has her own YouTube channel. She went to the premiere party that they had for Summer House, and she has a lot of the behind the scenes tea, and things aren't as cool as you probably thought that they were. So I don't know when season 3 is going to start filming, but they better get this to film it. But go to the Brooke Ashley channel. She spilled it on the first episode review that she has. So of course they're partying, blah 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 blah. They get back to the house. It's kind of chill at the moment. Preston and Amir, they do talk. Preston opens up at what it was like not having his father around, and then when he finally decided to reach out, or whoever reached out to try to have a relationship, Preston did say, hey, I'm gay. And then the father said, I didn't raise none of my children to be gay. Sir, you didn't raise him. You weren't around. You weren't there to guide him. So it's kind of like, he doesn't feel a certain way about not going to the funeral. I don't blame Preston. Like, why? Why go? This man was never in your life, and he doesn't even respect who you are right now. I'm trying to think of some other things. Did anything happen in between? Because later on that night, they're going to have like a costume thing or dress up themed party, where basically you're going to dress up for whichever is your favorite decade. You're supposed to they said it like this, but I guess you're supposed to be someone also. So everyone's dressing up, doing their thing, blah, 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 blah. Some people just still look normal. Shanice. Of course, we're going to get into her in just 1 minute. So Jordan, she's dressed like, I think like 1940s, 1930s, with the pinned up hair and little turban thing. And Jasmine decided to dress like a 1950s Stepford wife. That's who you are, lady. You should have done something else, lady. Get into the 60s or something. Get into the 80s. 70s and 80s as well. I won't say that, but a lot of women were in the workforce by then. You should have did that. Like, I will tell you this much. Amir has a lot of good confessionals. He is digging them, and I'm sure later on they're going to dig him, especially when that girlfriend comes along. I think her name is Chelsea. Yeah. Because he's mentioned a couple of times, Chelsea would cut off my balls, do this and do that. Okay, I'm gonna take him at his word. They have a conversation later on that night that we'll get to. Yeah, I don't know. At least he's trying to be a good boy. Bria, she was dressed up as J-Lo. We see some old photos, and it looks like she used to have blue contacts in. I can imagine the type of people she actually hung around back in the day. So, Preston, he dressed like one of the characters off of the movie Juice. If you don't know Juice, then you're not really into the whole urban movies. The 1990s were about urban movies, not black exploitation movies that were in the 70s. Nick, he dressed like Arthur Ashe. Arthur Ashe is a phenomenal black tennis player. Nobody knew who Nick was dressed like. Nick kind of dressed normal, he's very preppy and all that good stuff. But it's really crazy that these folks are so black excellence, but don't know who Arthur Ashe is. I went to a white school, a predominantly white school. I learned who Arthur Ashe was in my white school. Why don't these folks know that? But to be serious, I don't know what's going on with this generation. Did you hear that schools are not teaching cursive writing anymore? You don't even have to take any type of typing classes. I said, what's going on? Like, we're losing our recipes, y'all, and the plot. Like, I don't know what's going on. But I'm thankful for what I do have. I'm going to say that. I may not have appreciated then, but I appreciate it now. Who else? Oh, Amir decided to dress up like Nick from 2010. Got the hat on and all that good stuff. Pretty cool. Noelle decided to, and Summer basically decided to dress like hippies back in the 70s. And Shanice didn't really have anything. She was there. She got up, shaked her booty. Nothing. So later on, they're kind of just doing their thing, and they start asking these different questions. There was a trivia question within. They did say who was the winner and all that good stuff, but I don't really care. But there was one particular question that was asked, like, who is the worst dresser out of this group? And Summer ended up saying, Shanice. So people were like, what? Aren't you friends with her? Why would you say that a little bit? Shanice was in the kitchen getting shots for everyone. She comes back out and said, what? So I'm the worst dresser? Well, you guys wear all fake designer stuff. And then she walked off, and we find out that she goes up to her room and to the bathroom to cry because she's hurt and embarrassed. Bria ends up following up after her and saying, hey, are you okay? So she comes out the bathroom and she says, Summer knows that, what she said in her confessional is that she moved from Phoenix to Tampa, Florida. When she got there, she was let go from her job. She has no job right now. So she can't afford any clothes. It's like, I want to be nice, but I don't know how to be nice, Shanice, because you really give me cringe a lot. Shanice, you hardly wear clothes anyways. Even if you could afford clothes, you are always going to be naked at some point of the day. People could call you carefree or not. But I'm going to say something later, because I'm not understanding why Shanice gets away with what she does. But then there's all of this attention on someone else in the house. I'm like, look, really, I don't see anyone here being a fashionista or anisto. I don't see it. I'm not a fashion person, but I don't really see anyone coming on vacation in anything. So whatever. I would have just taken it with a grain of salt. Maybe you're feeling some type of way because of your current situation, but she does feel a way with Summer. Summer ends up asking, hey, are you okay? Like, yeah, I'm fine. I just didn't really want you to, I don't know why you said it like that. Shanice acted like it was a light thing, even though you were crying. So we don't really know what's really going on with you. Summer tried to make some jokes to kind of get out of it, type of deal, but it wasn't intentional to be hurtful, basically. Let's see. So everyone just starts partying. The girls are doing their thing. They are twerking. Nick, as they said later on, that Nick is kind of handsy and flirty. We saw that when they were driving someplace, Nick had his hand on Summer's shoulder, and he's like, that's my hand. You can tell that Summer looked awkward, like, because he had his hand on her. At some point, I think Jordan had pushed him away while they were dancing. He's sitting there googling eyeing Shanice and the girls, and they are doing their thing right in front of his face. It's kind of like, how can I say this? Y'all want Nick to be respectful, but are y'all respectful at the same time? I know you're having fun and carefree, but you know that he's got a girlfriend now. So I'm not getting it. I get the complaint, but it's not like, okay, don't y'all think y'all kind of helping the whole situation a little bit? He's a grown man. Don't get me wrong, but it's like, okay. Amir is texting Chelsea, and he's asking her, what do you want me to eat? And then she ends up saying something and basically saying, it seems like that question is for somebody else. So Amir gets up, and he goes into the other room and calls her and says, what's up? Like, why would you say that? Basically, like, well, it just seems like you were talking to someone else. Like, no. So it seems like Chelsea's quite crazy jealous to me. That's what I'm getting. What are your thoughts about that? Basically at this point, everybody's going to bed. Some people are still up. It's like 3:30 in the morning, all that good stuff. So we're now on day 3 of day 15 for this vacation. Most of everyone gets up. Shanice comes down. She says, not then, but basically she's got a couple of people in her roster that she was sexting early this morning. She said her most faves. She said her best body picture too. We know that Preston's guy Donald is going to be coming in on next week. Bria and Summer, they talk a little bit. They talk a little bit about the whole Shanice thing. Bria says that Simon will be coming out next week also. She says that their relationship is better. She did live in Germany for about a year, but then for business, she had to come back to the New York area. So it's kind of, they got this long distance relationship, but they're solid. Okay, let's see what type of shenanigans they get into. They may have said this before, but I think I'm saying things out of sequence. But anyways, Summer brings up that Jasmine is pregnant. And Bria's like, how you know? Well, she's avoiding all alcohol, and then she said that her breasts were swollen. I guess that's a thing. So they really figured out that Jasmine is pregnant. And Jasmine was pregnant. I still don't know if she had the baby yet or not. But anyways. And just while it's on my mind, doesn't it feel like Jasmine is a background character, well, I don't want to say background cast member this season? It's like without Silas, she doesn't really come up main front, at least right now. It's only episode 2, but it's like, huh. Like, I hardly notice that Jasmine is there. Whatever. Later on that day, I guess it started raining or something. Some people are going to the gym. Other people are going to go to brunch. Jordan, Preston, and Summer opted to go to brunch. And the others go to a gym to exercise. I want to make sure, before I move on, that I said everything. Oh, before then, Jordan, she calls her dad. She has a hair deal. She'll be sporting a bunch of wigs and extensions. What she has is hereditary alopecia. She talked about a time where she was on set trying to do modeling, where the company that she was working for made her get a relaxer, and it ended up taking out her hair. At the moment, she showed us an in-depth picture as to what her alopecia is looking like right now. I hate that for her. It's just something that she has to deal with. But she calls her dad. Her dad is her anchor. They're able to joke about it in a way to not make her feel uncomfortable. He's not saying anything inappropriate to her or to do anything to hurt her feelings. So I said, well, congratulations, Jordan, on that. All right, so we go to the gym. Everybody's kind of doing their thing. Amir, is the champion of everything. Alex is trying to compete. Look. And then he ends up hurting himself. I want to say something. Amir got a wagon on him. And I am so thankful. I am so grateful. He got a wagon. And the way he positions himself, I'm like, thank you, Amir. Thank you for being on season 2. I get it, Andy. No. I get it, Andy. I get it. But I love Amir. So they're doing their thing. Noelle, they talk about Summer. And they kind of wonder, okay, well, what's Summer? Did Summer? No, Summer was at the brunch. Did Summer really hit it? Oh, they were joking about Summer hitting it. Alex hitting. Getting the sex. So Noelle says, wait, whoa, what? They did? Yeah, she said it last night at the dinner. Or the other night at dinner. Oh, wait. No, Summer's my girl. And she said that I have free range for him. And he said, she said that they were just hanging out. I'm like, I didn't know that they were doing the do. People don't understand how she didn't know, but it looks like she was concentrating on the crab that she was trying to get out of the shell thing. So she kind of feels a certain type of way because, Summer let me know that because it's kind of, y'all got intimate. People take sex by different ways a lot. I do get that. Some people just think that you can just get up and go, but some people take sex for something different, and I don't blame Noelle at this point. Back at brunch, they're talking a little bit. They kind of want to know what's going on with Shanice because they think that there has to be something underlining besides what's going on as far as her being that upset. Summer and Shanice are friends. They went to Jamaica. Now, Shanice at the gym is saying that Summer is jealous of her because she's got these men that have status. But you're broke. I don't think like a man, I don't think a woman has to depend on a man, but I mean, you're broke. You wear sports bras all day or bikinis. You got these men with status and they're not helping you at all. Okay, Shanice. But Summer says, you know, while we were on vacation, it doesn't seem like that we have that type of relationship where she'll let me in and I don't know how to really break in. Like they're friends, but it's kind of surfacey still. But whatever all that means. So they end up talking about Alex, and Preston asks the golden question. So, how was the sex? She said, like, he's good, you know, with kissing and cuddling, but I guess she wanted a little bit more. But you're having a cow over here in last week's episode, so I'm lost. I'm really lost. Whatever. Summer, the D had to be immaculate because he must have a ding-a-ling of gold. And Alex opted in the confessional not to say anything about the sex. I can respect that about him, whether he's an F-boy or not. Why Alex did not want to move forward with Noelle is because of the sneaky stuff she was doing, like taking photos and sharing it with the group. Like, what we doing is what we doing. Let's get a chance to see what can go on. But Summer's still trying to play it off like, oh, we were just hanging out. No, stop it. So after the gym and all that, Noelle talks with Summer about the whole situation. You know, I didn't know you were having sex. She's in her truth confessional talking about, you know, whatever we do as far as hanging out, it's our business. And we could have had sex and we couldn't. That's none of your business. You have to know if you're being intimate with someone in that way. Someone would like to know. So, Summer, I don't buy that. I like you, but at the same time, you're being weird. Sorry. I think Jordan this summer, they did talk with Preston about Alex being handsy. Or, Nick being handsy. So, later on, the guys, which I do really appreciate, the guys said, hey, you know, some of the girls are saying that you could be handsy or flirty. They said it's not really disrespectful, but it's like, wait, hold up. They also feel like the relationship between Nick and Tasia, his girlfriend, isn't pretty solid. It's almost like he wants to break up with her. Newsflash, if you go to the Brooke Ashley's channel, she says that Nick and Tasia did break up. Maybe they were right, I don't know. He did receive it, but he does feel like, okay, why didn't the girls just tell me that things were bad or I was handsy or whatever? So he goes to Summer and Jordan's room. They're in the room, laying down, and he asks them, you know, do I make you uncomfortable? And they just said, no, you're handsy. And then Summer says that part, or that. That's the end of the episode, and we're going to see what happens later on. But it's like, I don't understand why Shanice can do what she do, and Nick can do what he do and get chastised for it. All because, oh, that's Shanice. I don't think that that's fair. I'm sorry. But y'all can let me know if I'm right or wrong. Like, why are you parading around people that you know, men that are in relationships, and somehow you need to remove yourself from the situation? That's not cool. I'm sorry. Like, what's fair is fair. Let's be equal across the board. That's how I feel, but you all can tell me how you feel. But that's all I do have. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Also, let me know how you feel about this episode and different individuals or storylines. Until the next one, peace.